So if you're just starting to go down the road of cruise line comps, so like comped fares, free play, free drinks, all that great stuff, you may be wondering, which cruise line should I start with? Let's break it down here. So today we're going to be talking about the three main cruise lines that I personally cruise on and get comps from. There's other great lines like Virgin Voyages, MSC, Norwegian that have casino loyalty programs and do offer comps. But the three that I focus on are the ones that I've found to be the best and I enjoy the most. So of the nearly 30 free cruises or comps I've been on in the last 5 or so years, Royal Caribbean's definitely the leader for me. Nearly 20 of those cruises have been on Royal Caribbean. However, Princess and Carnival have a lot to like about their casino loyalty programs and their generosity when it comes to comps. Even though Carnival and Princess are the same company, their casino loyalty programs vary quite significantly. I'm going to go through the pros and cons of all three of these loyalty programs. I'm going to break down how you earn, what you get, and what's great about these programs and what's not so great. Keep in mind, my pros might be your cons. My cons might be your pros. So you have to make the decision for yourself. I'm just framing it from my point of view. All right, so we're going to start with my number one, Royal Caribbean. So I might have a bit of a bias with Royal because they're the ones who really opened my eyes to casino comps and cruising for free. However, Royal Caribbean's Club Royale Casino Loyalty Program has a lot to like, and let's go through my pros and cons now. All right, let's start with my Club Royale pros. The first one is they have clearly defined gates for instant certificates. What that means is you know at the beginning of a cruise how many points that you have to earn in order to get an instant certificate or a free cruise. You can also see a list of all the cruises that are included in each certificate based on the amount of points you earn. So starting sometimes at 800 points, generally speaking though, starting at 1200 points, going up to 1500 points, and then up from there. This is really beneficial if you have a bit more of a bankroll and you just want to have an objective when you start your cruise. You know if you're going to earn this many points, you're going to assuredly get a comped cruise. Sometimes free play, you'll be able to see, if you can upgrade to a higher room, if you earn a few more points, all of those things. Royal Caribbean's product is really, really great. They have beautiful ships. They have tons of amenities, lots of things to do, and their service is amongst the best in the business and definitely the best in their cruising segment. Another big one is their loyalty program, the Crown and Anchor Society. You can really earn a lot of really cool things with Crown and Anchor Society. It's very well defined on their website. Once you get up to Diamond, you get 4 free drinks anywhere on the ship per day. When you get up to Diamond Plus, that goes up to 5. And then when you get to Pinnacle, that goes up to 6. Additionally, when you get Pinnacle, which is very significant, it's 750 cruise nights, so that's quite a bit. You get a free award cruise every year. You get free Wi-Fi. There's lots of perks in the Crown and Anchor Society, so it really is worthwhile to kind of stick with Royal if you're going to and get up into those higher tiers. Of course, Prime is another big one. You hit $2,500 in any sailing year and you earn Prime. That gets you 1 free cruise and it also gets you free drinks in the casino for that entire year. Another big benefit with Prime is Royal Caribbean always has bars in their casino and they don't hold you to playing in order to get your free drinks. You could potentially sit at the bar for hours and drink on Prime. Now it does say in the fine print that you need to be actively playing in order to get your free drinks, but I have never ever run into a situation where they have not given me a drink just for showing my card. What's the cons about Royal Caribbean? Well, I would say lots of kids. Again, this might be a pro or a con for you. For me personally, I'm not a big fan of kids. They're having fun. I don't hold it against them. But when I'm sitting on a pool deck, I want to be able to just chill and relax. I don't want to hear kids running up and down the hallways. The experience for me personally is just better without kids. So of course, Royal Caribbean's a family cruise line. So there's lots to do for kids, which can be a pro for you. The food is kind of mid, to be honest with you. So if you buy dining packages and you eat at their specialty restaurants, yeah, the food is really good. You're not going to complain about the food at all. However, if you're like me and you're a budget gambler, you're not paying for that extra specialty dining, the food, while not bad, is kind of lacking when you compare it to some of the other cruise lines. Also, when you're cruising on the smaller ships, the food selection and availability, so times that it's available, is quite a bit smaller as well. No close-in marketing offers. So if you're like me and you're playing low and slow, you're just looking for those email offers to get on a cruise for free, you're not gonna find cruises that are any like closer than 6 weeks out. And most of them are much farther than that. They're like 4 months, 5 months out. The reason I don't like this is because I'd like to be able to, on a whim, if I have some time coming up in the next couple of weeks, being in Florida, just being able to go into my offers and book something that's like 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out. You're not really seeing that with Royal Caribbean's marketing offers. The itineraries are not very diverse with Royal Caribbean. Most of their casino offers are centered in the Caribbean, which doesn't bother me too much. I love cruising the Caribbean. For me, it's just about being on the ship and having fun. It's a little less about itineraries. But if you're looking to cruise, in Europe, in Asia, in Hawaii, more, exotic destinations, you're probably not going to get that with Royal Caribbean. Also, they're not very generous with free play, especially at the lower levels. I've gotten a couple offers with a $25 free play. I think I've gotten 2 in my entire time with $50 of free play, but that's pretty much it. So if you're looking for free play and you're not gambling more, you're probably going to be out of luck. On to Carnival Cruise Lines. The pros for Carnival, you get a ton of offers. As soon as you get into their system and you start getting marketing offers from Carnival, you're going to get a lot of offers. I, generally speaking, have 3 or 4 active offers at any time. You can use each offer up to 3 times as well. So the amount of cruises you can take once you start getting offers is pretty massive. They also have a really great variety of offers. They've got specialty casino cruises that you can go on, Premier, Elite, Ultra. So these specialty cruises unlock more opportunities to play really fun games in the casino if you're a member of these groups, and also other opportunities to win more money as well. You also get some pretty cool gifts if you get into the Elite and Ultra categories. There's a great selection of itineraries, even for low rollers. So you're seeing opportunities to do transatlantics. You're seeing some opportunities to sail in Hawaii, some really cool destinations. They are the fun ships. So if you're looking for a lively experience, if you want to go to the club at night, if you want to have some fun, and you're not looking to just chill, Carnival is definitely the place for you. The food is actually really good. And when I say that, I mean the free offerings, especially when you get on the newer ships like Celebration, Mardi Gras, Jubilee, the XL class ships. There's a lot of great variety. You can go to a different place pretty much every day and have some really high quality food. Also, this is not, scientifically confirmed. I don't have any hard evidence of this, but from what I've heard and what I've experienced, the slot machines tend to be a little bit looser on Carnival as well. So you may have a better opportunity to maybe not win money in my method, but lose less. The cons. Well, number one's got to be there's a lot of kids on Carnival. Similar to Royal Caribbean, there's a lot of stuff geared towards family and kids, so you're gonna see a lot of kids on these cruises. The crowd can be a little wild. They like to let loose, party. It's happening everywhere. It's happening on the decks. It's happening in the club. It is definitely more lively. Now, I put that as a positive. You may think that's a negative. If you're just looking to chill and relax, the ship might be a little too active for you. No instant certificates. So Carnival doesn't do instant certificates. They just give you email marketing offers. Now the email marketing offers are fantastic. And when you're on the ship, the casino host, if you're playing a lot, could offer you stuff like steakhouse, sushi, massages, all those kinds of things. But that's probably for much higher rollers than I definitely fit into. So I've never experienced that. The ships can be a little junky. If you're not getting into the newer ships, some of the older ships are a bit sketchy. I mean, you can look online and on YouTube. There's tons of stories about Carnival and some of their ships. For instance, Carnival Freedom, they're stacked, lit on fire twice. They lit on fire once, they replaced it, lit on fire twice. And I think to this day, it's sailing without the whale tail. So, you're going to get a real big variance in the quality of ship. So I'd recommend if you are going to sail on Carnival, stick to the newer ships. Their casino program is really vague about what triggers marketing offers. This isn't a huge problem, but along with the fact that you don't get instant certificates, when you go in, you really don't know if you're going to get offers based on your play. So I'd recommend if you do go with Carnival, try to stretch the time that you're playing because that affects your ADT. So the longer you play in the casino, the better chance you have of getting marketing offers. And final one is you only get free drinks if it's part of your offer if you are actively playing at a machine. Most of the Carnival ships do not have casino bars, and even the couple that do don't allow you to use your free drinks if you walk up to the bar. So you're basically depending on the wait staff to be timely, and they get super busy. So sometimes you can order a drink and wait a half an hour. So if that's important to you, that could be definitely a negative for you. All right, and finally, Princess. What are the pros with Princess? So they actually, unlike Carnival, do give out instant certificates. So you can talk to the casino host, see what your casino play needs to be, how many points you need to earn on that cruise in order to earn your certificate. Keep in mind, certificates are issued on the night before the last day of the cruise. So whatever you earn for that certificate needs to be earned before you get your physical certificate. Now, what I have heard though is that they will include the last day's play on your instant certificate, but you'll have to go to the casino host and get a new certificate printed. They're really generous with free play. I went on Sun Princess and I may not have gotten a free cruise offer from that sailing, but I did get a $500 instant certificate. On my Caribbean Princess cruise, where I actually didn't play as much as I normally do, I earned a $400 free play certificate. They have great marketing offers. So the offers don't seem to come through as much as Carnival, and you don't get to reuse them 3 times, but the itineraries are amazing. And as with Carnival, there are several really close-in sailings. So if you're looking to book something from your marketing offer for 2 or 3 weeks in the future, chances are you're going to find something pretty good. When I talk about really good itineraries and offers, I'm talking about Asia, I'm talking about Europe, I'm talking about Hawaii, Alaska, South Caribbean. Like, there are a lot of fantastic offers, and you get these offers even at a low roller level like me. Another really great thing about Princess is they don't limit you or block out their newer ships. I'm already getting offers for Star Princess, and that ship doesn't even start sailing until fall. I have offers for fall at my level, which is pretty exciting. It's a more adult experience. There's far less kids. The crowd is more mature. It's more laid back. It's more subtle. So if you're looking to just relax on your cruise, Princess might be the one for you. The food is incredible. Some of the best food I've ever had on a cruise ship. It's consistent among all ships, old or new. And the food that you get for free, the complimentary food, is really, really good. The one real feather in Princess's cap is they have something called Princess Plus and Princess Premier. You can add these per day, and they will allow you to get a ton of stuff for free. It's like a bundle. It's really, really great. One of the negatives of Royal Caribbean that I didn't mention is that they tend to nickel and dime you everywhere. You pay a lot for the drinks. You pay a lot for specialty dining. You pay a lot for Wi-Fi. Like, they're just adding, right? So that's gonna affect your bottom line. With Princess, you can get Princess Plus, which is $60 a day. It gives you free gratuities. It gives you free Wi-Fi. It gives you free drinks all around the ship. It gets you a couple of specialty dining opportunities. It gets you free premium desserts every day. It gives you a ton of really great value. And at $60 a day, that wouldn't even cover a drink package on Royal. So it's a great, great value. So the cons for Princess, one of them is it's a super slow pace. And I know I put this as a pro for Princess as well, but it seems like sometimes the energy is almost too low. There's not a lot going on. There's not a lot of excitement. The crowd is significantly older. So everybody goes to bed at like 10:30 or 11. Like, it's a pretty chill experience. So if that's something you want, that's a pro for you. For me, I'd like something with a little bit more excitement. I'd like to be able to go to the club and dance with some people, have a little bit of fun. So that is kind of a con for me. The older ships don't have a lot of amenities. Now, this can be said about a lot of cruise lines, but I especially find with Princess, there's a lot going on some of their older ships. So again, if you're looking to chill, you're looking to lay out on the deck, you're looking to sit in a hot tub or go for a swim or read a book, you're more itinerary focused, this isn't going to matter to you as much. But if you're looking for something a little more exciting to do on board, some of Princess's older ships might not be for you. The crowd can be kind of stuffy. So, it is considered a premium cruise line, and some of the crowd kind of reflects that. This is anecdotal evidence. This is just my experience. I haven't been on a ton of Princess, so maybe you've had a different experience. But I find, let's put it this way. I'm more of a blue collar meat and potatoes kind of guy. And I find like some of the clientele on Princess isn't that. We'll just leave it at that. No casino bars. So just like Carnival, you're not going to be able to use free drinks by walking up to a bar in the casino and just getting a drink. You're going to be relying on wait staff to get your drinks, and you have to be actively playing. And I will say, Caribbean Princess was the worst experience for me for this. They didn't have many staff on, and the staff was not very attentive when it came to wait staff in the casino bar. And I tip my casino staff. So it's not that, I was being rude or I wasn't tipping. I did the same thing I do on every other cruise line. I'm very, very friendly to all of the staff on board. And of course, I show my gratitude with tips. Didn't seem to matter on Caribbean Princess. Might have been a one-off scenario, but again, I'd like to be able to get a drink when I want to get a drink. So there you have it. You can see what a wide variety that we have between the three cruise lines. Each line will cater to a different cruiser. If you like itineraries, you probably want to go with Princess. If you want some excitement, you're probably going to want to go with Carnival. If you're looking to build something and build some loyalty and get some perks every time you sail, Royal Caribbean for me is the winner. So there's a win with each of them. Hopefully this will help you decide which one you want to kind of focus your attention on, especially if you can cruise quite regularly. For me, my strategy is Royal Caribbean is my main cruise line. I want to ideally cruise with them probably half of my cruises for a year. That way I'm going to earn Prime. I'm going to continue to build. I'm going to be Diamond Plus on my next cruise. So I'm working my way up that Crown and Anchor loyalty chain. So I get my free drinks. I get my free cruise every year. It's a really good thing for me. And of course, I love the Royal Caribbean experience. They keep putting out new ships. I'd love to get on every single Royal Caribbean ship. So I've got a lot of work to do. Between the rest of the cruises that I have, I'm going to probably split them between Carnival and Princess with a bit of a bias towards Carnival. The reason I say that is Carnival gives me a little bit more, and they also have more close-in cruises. So if I want to jump on a cruise from Tampa for a weekend, that's an easy thing to do on Carnival. If I want to do a really interesting itinerary, if I want to go to Europe and sail, then I'm probably going to pick Princess because they've got a lot of options there. Hope this video helped. If it did, consider giving me a like and subscribe to my channel. I've got a ton of stuff about how you earn comps, how you loyalty match, how to stretch your bankroll to save money while you're earning these comps, and a lot more cool stuff when it comes to gambling and cruising. Thank you so much for watching.